It's time for baseball on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Who'll get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Orel Hershiser is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Now at the plate, Harold Castro, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. The 1-1 home. Sent on the ground out to second. And Robinson will throw him out. One gone. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
So stepping in, Victor Reyes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. The 2-1 home is a sinker that misses for a ball. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit out towards second. Robinson is up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Into the box now, Eric Hosmer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Digging in, Jackie Robinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Next up for Los Angeles, Pee Wee Reese. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base.
He picked a good pitch to run on at that time, and it really paid off. A changeup down in the zone is a really tough pitch for the guy behind the plate to catch and throw on, so he didn't stand much of a chance there.
The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Michael Simmons, and he misses 2-1. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. The 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roy, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Now the payoff pitch home. Squared that one up just a little late. Reese gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back standing. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in the game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So striding forward now, Luis Gonzalez, and the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. In the air out to straightaway left. Moving under it, Stewart. 1 out. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Ball 2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that is through into left field. A base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Standing in now, Cody Bellinger. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Simmons ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead to 3. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Stepping in now, J.D. Davis. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Bases are loaded here with 1 away. And up next, former All-Star Game MVP Steve Garvey. Here now the 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Orel Hershiser.
Stepping into the box, Orel Hershiser. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. And there's ball 2 now.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
4 runs here in this half inning. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Three and 2. He's taken this as far as it can go.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And it's fouled away. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Bellinger on third. Davis on second. Garvey at first. 2 out in the inning. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out. So they strike for 4 runs in the inning, but are denied a chance to really do damage as they leave the bases loaded. On to the second now at Dodger Stadium. Dodgers out in front, 4-0. Next for the Tigers, Nico Goodrum. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Number 14.
The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that means Kristen Stewart will dig in at the plate. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
In now, number 34. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the payoff pitch home. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Garvey in foul ground, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. LA's on top, 4-0. Next for the Dodgers, Pee Wee Reese looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
The catcher, number 8, Michael.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Simmons. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Reese on at first, nobody out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 2-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there, base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Luis Gonzalez. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Set to deal on 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Stewart on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Detroit Tigers.
27.
Guys, the person I want to focus on is Eric Hosmer. This guy is coming into his own from the offensive standpoint, but don't get it twisted. This is a Gold Glove first baseman that makes the game look easy on the defensive side.
Now in the box, Matt Kemp. He reached on a single in his first try. First and second now, one man out. Two and one.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Castro on the move. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Bellinger. He singled his last time up. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Grover Hagan is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out.
For Hagan.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
The 2-1 home. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out.
The first baseman, number 6, Steve Garvey.
Standing in, Steve Garvey. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
1-2 now. Kemp, the runner at third. Bellinger at second with 2 gone. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We've played 2 full. Dodgers lead this one 6-0. Next up for Detroit, Ronnie Rodriguez. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bellinger's under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 8th, the third baseman, Jeimer.
In now, Jeimer Candelario. Now the 2-1. Ground ball left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, D-Roll, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in the hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
Standing in now, Drew Verhagen. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The right fielder, number 31, Harold Castro.
Digging in now, Harold Castro. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he fouls this one off. Misses. Ball 2. Popped him up. Davis. He's got it, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Orel Hershiser. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch on the way. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses. The 2-2 one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 2-2. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Into the box now, Jackie Robinson. Lifted down the line in left. Stewart sprinting after it, and no one will track it down. Ready with the 1-2. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. This is popped up. Hosmer over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Pee Wee Reese.
Stepping up to the plate, Pee Wee Reese. Hershiser leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
In now, Michael Simmons. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. To his right, Goodwin. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for LA. They lead it 6-0. Striding in, Victor Reyes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Fouled off. But speared on a hop. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer, is in. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Count even at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And this pitch is popped straight up, right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman, Nico Goodrum.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Nico Goodrum. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high, and gone up into the second deck. A solo shot down the line in right, and they're on the board. It's 6-1.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Stepping in now, Kristen Stewart. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pop-up now. Robinson is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Tigers are able to draw a run closer thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Tigers 1. Digging in once again, Luis Gonzalez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Ready for another shot now, Matt Kemp. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Now the 3-2 pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there on to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the outfielder, Cody Bellinger. The 1-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. They lead it 6-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right. Thanks, Heidi. Now the 1-1 pitch. is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball. Swings through it for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2. And there's a base hit on the line.
The batter, the shortstop, Ronnie Rodriguez.
Settling in now, Ronnie Rodriguez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
Into the box, Jeimer Candelario. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. To 2-2 now. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. To third. Davis has got it. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Tigers are shut down there. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. So coming to the plate, J.D. Davis as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The batter, the first baseman, D. Garvey.
That'll bring up the 2-time All-Star MVP Steve Garvey. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Oral Hershiser. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today he's gone on strikes. Dodgers down in order. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. John Hicks will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 55, John Hicks.
chopper to short. Reese is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The right fielder, number 31, Harold Castro.
So digging in now, Harold Castro. He flew out in his last at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Hershiser take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Victor.
So striding in, Victor Reyes, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The 2-2. Hit hard to short. Reese is right there. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail 6-1. Number 63 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 63.
Stepping in, Jackie Robinson. No hits to this point. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. The 2-2. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Looking at this, you know he had to be sitting on that pitch because he jumped all over it. Tried to keep him off balance with the old Uncle Charlie, and he was having none of that. Not a bad pitch. He was just waiting for it and blasted a leadoff double.
Standing in now, Pee Wee Reese. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Grounded back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. Throwing to second. On to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, that's the difference between a harmless error and a costly one. With the bases empty, it doesn't hurt that much, but with a man on, that allows a run to score.
Stepping in now, Michael Simmons. High in the air down the right field line. Castro giving chase, and he makes the catch in the corner. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
The left fielder, number 20, Luis Gonzalez.
Ready now, Luis Gonzalez. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Right side, hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
No, you try and execute a pitch, Dan. I'll leave you to answer that. But right there as a batter, you see the infield back. You take everything, all the variables into consideration. You're not trying to do too much. Anything on the ground that stays off the corners gets you an RBI. Now mix in the fact that it found the hole, and he's got a knock to go with it.
You know, it's so frustrating as a pitcher, D-Row. You think what you make is a good pitch. Infield playing back. The ball is able to sneak through. A base hit and a run batted in. So close, but yet so far from getting out of that inning unscathed.
Gonzalez, base runner at first with 1 out. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
In now, Cody Bellinger. Pulled toward right center field. Reyes over to his left. And that's the 3rd out. Another good inning here for the Dodgers. Hey, not everybody leaves early. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back here at Dodger Stadium, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Ready for another chance? Eric Hosmer, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Into the box, Nico Goodrum. 2-1.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And it's fouled away.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hard hit at third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
Into the box now, Kristen Stewart. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 2-2. And another foul ball. First and second here with nobody out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, number 34.
Coming to the plate now, number 34. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. One and one, here it is. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Digging in, Ronnie Rodriguez. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And he fouls this one off. Hosmer over at second. Goodrum on at first with 2 down. Last breath for the Tigers. Slow little grounder left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Bases full now following the error. And next will be the switch hitting third baseman, Jeimer Candelario. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Los Angeles Dodgers put up a 4-spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Oral Hershiser pitches well enough to get the W. Blake Snell struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 8 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 16 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.